Hello everybody, my name is Pedro, and if you have been following my journey here on the channel, you already know that I got a data science job starting next month. Here are some tips that I'm using to be prepared and start with the right foot. If you have more tips and ideas, please leave a comment below and let's talk about it. The first tip that I have is recapping and practice Python programming. I already know that I will be using a lot of Python programming in my daily tasks, mostly to prepare data to feed a machine learning algorithm and get better performance. And because of this, I'm practicing data cleaning, data transformation, and data analysis because it will be 70 or 80% of my tasks. And one great resource that I'm using to practice this is Python for Data Analysis. This is a great book to learn Python to analyze and prepare data. And besides practicing to prepare data with Python, I'm also trying to understand and know better models that I'll be using in the project. And because of that, I have a couple of projects related with those machine learning algorithms. My goal is to understand better how those algorithms works and how the hyperparameters can be fine-tuned in order to have better model performance. And for that, I'm using hands-on machine learning. This is also a great book to practice and learn more about machine learning in general. It has a few projects and a lot of explanations to understand how these models are used. Quick note, if you're enjoying so far this video, smash the like button to give an explicit feedback to the YouTube recommendation algorithm and to support the channel. So let's keep going. Now let's talk about the second topic. In this one, I'm reading more about the industry. I'll be working for a fintech startup and I start searching what can be done and what is already being done in the industry. And here's a tip for you. You can do the same to your industry or even to your background. There are a lot of use cases that can be applied in each field, so feel free to search for them and try to understand what are being done with data science. For example, check this search query on Google. For fintech, you have a lot of use cases, so if you search for your field or for your background, you will also find a lot of use cases from data science into that field. Try yourself and check how many use cases are in the first page of Google. Now let's jump into the third point, which is projects related with the field. And this point is highly related with the first two, but it is worth to mention it alone. Once you already know what kind of tasks, data and projects you will be doing, it is worth to start doing similar projects. While I'm doing this, I frequently face new challenges that I never faced before, and I think that's great to practice with projects related with the industry, because you might face similar problems. And related with this, I think that's good because I'm already shifting my critical thinking to this context and type of data. And with this, we can start interpreting how things are done and how can we solve general problems in each field. So search for case studies and try to solve a few of them in order to practice. Now the fourth point, learning new tools. I learned a lot of tools in my data science degree, but I won't use it at least half of them. Because there are so much tools that we can learn, but in the professional world, we only use a few of them. And this is my priority, learning the basics to get some foundations before starting. I don't want to get too much into detail, because I think there are more things or more relevant things to learn and practice before starting a job, or even while doing a job. But let's imagine that you already know the basics and know how to use the tools that you will be doing or using in your next job. In that case, I think it is worth to invest time learning a little bit more or deeper about the tool that you will be using, the most important tool or the second most important tool, and the one that you feel less comfortable with. But let's imagine that you will be using Power BI or Tableau, tools that you already know for data visualization. In this context, try to understand how these tools are used in that field and try to learn better about a few features that you don't know or you don't feel comfortable with. If you are keep learning in your data science journey, consider watching this video about the cheat sheets for data science. It is free and they are very useful whether you are learning or whether you are already working. Or if you already have those cheat sheets for data science, consider watching this video in order to understand if you have all the skills to a complete roadmap in data science. If you're new here, consider subscribing and I hope to see you around, okay? Cheers, bye!